Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl from right here in Orlando, Florida. Coming up, the AFC looking to make it 3 in a row as they square off against their rivals from the NFC. I'll be back at halftime, but first, let's get you down.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. Aldrich Rosas of the Giants has the honors as we get underway in the NFL Pro Bowl. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The AFC heading out on offense, and leading him is number 15 from the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, in his first ever Pro Bowl.
Get your tux, get your best suit. Let's head to the red carpet. NFL Honors is coming up, and he will be the heavy favorite to be the NFL MVP. And let's face it, we'll see him here at the Pro Bowl many times to come in future years.
Mahomes now on first down. Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Ryan Kerrigan gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On second down, here's Mahomes. He finds Hopkins complete. He's at the 50. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for the AFC. 52 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete with Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. The starting unit for the AFC, definite Pittsburgh connection on that offensive line. 3 Steelers in Villanueva, Pouncey, and DeCastro. Also in that starting group, Quentin Nelson, the rookie from Indy at left guard, and the Titans' Taylor Lewan selected to his third straight Pro Bowl at right tackle. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that?
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this back. A fumble return for an NFC touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the NFC goes up 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back out is the AFC offense. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score, going totally opposite what it should be.
Wow, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The two punters, Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. That's on Marquise Pouncey, the former Florida Gator.
Yellow. Hey, let's get this. Check 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. A second-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Landry. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, touchdown! Jarvis Landry. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. The NFC offense taking the field, being led in blue by the NFL's all-time passing leader. 12th Pro Bowl nomination for the great QB from New Orleans, Drew Brees.
And you and I both know that this is not easy for him. It's fun to play football at any time, but you know he'd rather be preparing for the Super Bowl and still trying to get that missed call out of his head that may have prevented his Saints from getting there.
Good. Pick up there at 22. A first throw for the backup Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. From 13 yards out. And the NFC has taken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players spot. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. He's at the 30, and all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the AFC, 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Here's Wilson, escaping the touchdown NFC. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, there have been a ton. Sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. So we've reached halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with the NFC on top. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The NFC offense heads out to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something during the, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down, he finds a way to convert.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Now Wilson. Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Rosas now to add the PAT. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Rosas to add the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return is Cohen. It's the NFC with the lead and the football as we start the 4th. It's the NFC with the lead and the football as we start the 4th. Jones has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He completes it to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for him during this game. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And that's picked up by the AFC. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. This is Gordon on the dump off. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State with a sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and the catch made by Hopkins. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Mahomes looks to throw on third down, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Here comes Cohen. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The offense for the NFC back out there. And I tell you what, the AFC continuing their good run of form the last few years. They're on their way to making it 3 straight wins here at the Pro Bowl.
So what they're telling us by their play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw is Wilson. Looking deep for Julio. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thought?